Back now on Try It Today, I always like to spend a few minutes with the good folks at Mountain Valley Hospice. They do great work for so many people, and we have two very special guests with us to talk about something they're doing that's a really interesting project. On my right is Leanne Groves. She's Senior Vice President of Philanthropy for Mountain Valley Hospice. Kelly Jennings is also here with us. She's manager of something called the Humble Hare, H-A-R-E. She'll tell you about that in a minute. Welcome, ladies. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Leanne, let me start with you. You're still pretty new at your position, so tell us about your role quickly. What do you do?
Well, I raise money. We have goals and objectives at Mountain Valley, and I have to make sure those are fulfilled. So whether it's through grant applications or stewarding our donors and soliciting donations.
And people are thinking, wait a minute, Leanne, it's like you're running a campaign or something. But the thing is that people forget you're nonprofit. You're not like some, I'm not going to name them, but there are some hospices that are for-profit. If you don't have the money, then you need the services, you need the hospice care, they'll turn you away. You guys don't.
We absolutely do not. And as a matter of fact, with our charity care, we spent over $450,000 in charity care this past year. $25,000 of it was for two medical devices for children for pediatric cancer.
So that's why these donations, everything are so important.
Absolutely.
Kelly, let me switch over to you. Let's talk about the Humble Hare.
Humble Hare.
What is that?
It is a trendy thrift store, and we have one in Mount Airy, and we also have one in Sparta, hoping to have more eventually. We take donations of pre-loved, gently used items, 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday, both stores.
Now, what sells the best in those stores?
Gosh, furniture and home decor.
Well, then that leads me to this question. I'm always curious about, are there pickup services, number one? Like if I say, I got a big bedroom suite, I can't just haul that down in my compact car. Do y'all help with that?
Absolutely. We pick up every Thursday, both stores, and we also deliver if you do pick up a big purchase.
Now, the Humble Hare, in both of these locations, do you have volunteers that sort of man the stores, or what? Do you need volunteers? Tell me about that.
Yes, we currently have 15 volunteers at the Mount Airy store.
Wow.
Yes, and 5 volunteers at the Sparta store. Most are retired and just there because something has impacted their heart at some point.
Absolutely.
So they do everything. We could not run the store without them.
Yeah, and on this volunteer theme, I know we didn't rehearse this, Leanne, but of course, with my parents both, going through hospice, it meant a lot to me to have those services available. Volunteers, very important, not just to help run Humble Hare. Volunteers are important for hospice services, right?
Absolutely. They're critical. We are always looking for wonderful volunteers to help us because honestly, we couldn't do the things that we do, the great things that we do without volunteers in our organization.
I'm going to ask both of you the same question since we're sort of here together and ask you a personal question real quick. What's gratifying to you about what you do? And I'll start with you.
What's gratifying about what I do is I know at the end of the day, I have made a difference in the lives of those who we serve, whether it's the patient or the family member. And I can truly say at the end of the day, it might be multiple times I know I've made a difference when I know that a lot of friends of mine in different professions, they can't really walk away from that saying the same thing. But I truly feel it in my heart. My father passed away in hospice. My best friend from college passed away at the Waltz Hospice House. So it's a part of who I am.
And same question.
I'm on a different spectrum of it because I'm in the retail side of it, right. But we see customers and the same repeat customers all the time. We know them by name. We love them. We hear the stories. Yeah. So we laugh, we cry, we hug, we tell customers we love them. They tell us they love us.
Yeah.
So
it's just great what y'all do individually and collectively, and I appreciate it so much. Let me put up something here. The Humble Hare, let me remind folks, 705 West Pine Street in Mount Airy, 38 East Cheek Street in Sparta, and the general website you can go to is mtnvalleyhospice.org, which is also up on screen. Thanks for everything you do, girls.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
We'll be right back after this.